ATI TEAS 7 English questions and answers. Question 1. While editing the assignment at the simulation lab, Hannah reviews this item. How should Mina reviewed the assignment be classified? Option A, dependent clause. Option B, prepositional phrase. Option C, infinitive phrase. Option D, independent clause. The correct answer is option D, independent clause. Clauses contain a subject-verb relationship, while phrases do not express that complete relationship. This word group must also be checked to see whether it expresses a complete thought or depends on another clause. Identify the subject and verb first, then test whether the group can stand alone. During Hannah's review of the assignment, applying this check at the simulation lab will help eliminate tempting distractors. Question 2. While editing the assignment at the simulation lab, Victor reviews this item. Which sentence uses hyphens dashes correctly? Option A. The well-prepared student submitted the assignment. Option B. The well-prepared student submitted the assignment. Option C. The well-prepared student submitted the assignment. Option D. The well-prepared student submitted the assignment. The correct answer is option B. The well-prepared student submitted the assignment. Punctuation marks signal grammatical boundaries and relationships. Two words work together as a compound modifier before a noun. Identify the structure first, then choose the mark that performs that exact function. For the assignment from the simulation lab, Victor should verify this feature and then compare the remaining choices. Question 3. During a study session at the simulation lab, Rosa reviews the assignment and encounters this language question. Which sentence should be removed from a paragraph focused on using a proofreading checklist? Option A. A checklist makes final editing more systematic. Option B. A separate boxes for spelling, punctuation, and agreement reduce the chance of overlooking a category. Option C. A structured final review produces a cleaner draft. Option D. The parking lot closes after midnight. The correct answer is option D. The parking lot closes after midnight. One sentence does not develop the paragraph's controlling idea. Paragraph structure depends on unity, logical order, and clear relationships among sentences. Track the controlling idea and the reference made by each sentence. Using this method on the assignment allows Rosa to make a rule-based decision at the simulation lab.
Stressed about your GED? We can take GED for you remotely and undetected. We always guarantee a pass and payments only after results. To send us an email, scan the code or tap the link in the description and let's get it done.
Question 4. During a study session at the simulation lab, Malik reviews the assignment and encounters this language question. Which thesaurus replacement best preserves the meaning of coherent informal writing? Option A, casual. Option B, logical. Option C, unrelated. Option D, excessive. The correct answer is option B, logical. The replacement must preserve sense, tone, and grammatical function. Thesaurus entries are related, but not every listed word is interchangeable in every context. Insert each candidate into the original sentence before choosing it. As Malik reviews the assignment at the simulation lab, this check provides a reliable final confirmation. Question 5. While editing the assignment at the simulation lab, Clara reviews this item. Which option is a fragment that cannot stand alone? Option A. Because Amina reviewed the assignment. Option B. Amina reviewed the assignment. Option C. Reviewing chapters. Option D. Sophia checked the brochure. The correct answer is option A. Because Amina reviewed the assignment. A complete sentence needs a subject, a predicate, and a complete thought. The selected group is punctuated as a sentence but lacks a complete independent thought. Test each option by reading it independently and asking whether it leaves the reader waiting for more information. Applying the rule to the complete assignment helps Clara avoid relying on how an option merely sounds at the simulation lab. Question 6. While editing the assignment at the simulation lab, Tariq reviews this item. Which spelling is standard for the word needed in the assignment? Option A, accommodate. Option B, accommodate. Option C, accommodate. Option D, accommodate. The correct answer is option B, accommodate. Spelling must often be recognized independently of pronunciation. The alternatives contain common errors involving vowel order, omitted letters, or doubled consonants. Check common suffixes, vowel sequences, and consonant doubling carefully. During Tariq's review of the assignment, applying this check at the simulation lab will help eliminate tempting distractors. Question 7. While editing the assignment at the simulation lab, Ava reviews this item. Which strategy would best help Ava find surface errors in the final assignment? Option A. Read slowly in separate passes, focusing on one error type at a time. Option B. Read only the first sentence of each paragraph. Option C. Add new supporting ideas during the final check. Option D. Depend entirely on software without rereading. The correct answer is option A. Read slowly in separate passes, focusing on one error type at a time. Revision addresses larger communication problems before final proofreading. The document is already complete, so attention should narrow to small mechanical errors. Resolve structural and meaning-level concerns before spending time on minor mechanics. For the assignment from the simulation lab, Ava should verify this feature and then compare the remaining choices. Question 8. During a study session at the simulation lab, Ben reviews the assignment and encounters this language question. Which version demonstrates correct subject-verb agreement? Option A. Each of the applicants has received a confirmation email. Option B. Each of the applicants have received a confirmation email. Option C. Each of the applicants clearly have received a confirmation email. Option D. Each of the applicants has received a confirmation email. The correct answer is option A. Each of the applicants has received a confirmation email. The grammatical number of each of the applicants controls the verb in this sentence. A verb agrees with the head of its subject, not with a nearby noun inside a phrase. Identify the complete subject before evaluating the verb form. Using this method on the assignment allows Ben to make a rule-based decision at the simulation lab.
Are you looking for Get actual questions? Visit our website pokerexams.com to access GED study guide with actual questions and answers. Scan the QR code or click the link in the description to get GED answer key today.
Question 9. During a study session at the simulation lab, Fatima reviews the assignment and encounters this language question. Which version uses parallel structure? Option A. The course requires completing quizzes, to organizing, and paragraphs. Option B. The course requires to completing, organizing notes, and to revising. Option C. The course requires completing quizzes, organizing notes, and revising paragraphs. Option D. The course requires quizzes, organizing notes, and revising. The correct answer is option C. The course requires completing quizzes, organizing notes, and revising paragraphs. The list in this sentence must keep all three activities in the same construction. Items with equal grammatical importance should use matching forms. Compare the form of each coordinated item rather than only its meaning. As Fatima reviews the assignment at the simulation lab, this check provides a reliable final confirmation. Question 10. While editing the assignment at the simulation lab, Leo reviews this item. Which sentence uses a contraction or abbreviation correctly? Option A. They're preparing for the test. Option B. They're preparing for the test. Option C. They're preparing for the test. Option D. They're preparing for the test. The correct answer is option D. They're preparing for the test. Contractions and abbreviations follow established spelling and punctuation patterns. The contraction expands to two words that fit the sentence. Expand a contraction mentally or verify the conventional shortened form. Applying the rule to the complete assignment helps Leo avoid relying on how an option merely sounds at the simulation lab. Question 11. While editing the assignment at the simulation lab, Imani reviews this item. Which sentence maintains a consistent point of view? Option A. Students should review their answers before they submit the test. Option B. Students should review your answers before they submit the test. Option C. Students should review their answers before we submit the test. Option D. Students should review our answers before you submit the test. The correct answer is option A. Students should review their answers before they submit the test. Point of view should not shift unnecessarily among first, second, and third person. The subject and later pronouns must refer to the same perspective throughout the sentence. Trace each pronoun back to the original subject. During Imani's review of the assignment, applying this check at the simulation lab will help eliminate tempting distractors. Question 12. While editing the assignment at the simulation lab, David reviews this item. Which verb phrase correctly completes by the time the workshop began? The students blank the chapter. Option A. Had reviewed. Option B. Reviewed. Option C. Have reviewed. Option D. Will review. The correct answer is option A. Had reviewed. Verb tense should reflect both time markers and the order of events. Here, past perfect marks the action that occurred before another past event. Map each action on a simple timeline before selecting the verb phrase. For the assignment from the simulation lab, David should verify this feature and then compare the remaining choices. Question 13. While editing the assignment at the simulation lab, Sarah reviews this item. Which sentence uses the comparative or superlative form correctly? Option A. Of the three explanations, Sarah's was the clearer. Option B. Of the three explanations, Sarah's was the most clearer. Option C. Of the three explanations, Sarah's was the clearest than the others. Option D. Of the three explanations, Sarah's was the clearest. The correct answer is option D. Of the three explanations, Sarah's was the clearest. Comparative and superlative forms depend on how many items are being compared. The sentence compares 3 items and therefore requires the highest degree. Watch for irregular forms and avoid double markers such as more better. Using this method on the assignment allows Sarah to make a rule-based decision at the simulation lab. Question 14. During a study session at the simulation lab, Paul reviews the assignment and encounters this language question. Which purpose best describes this text? An email asks classmates to volunteer at a community health fair. Option A, to inform. Option B, to entertain. Option C, to persuade. Option D, to instruct. The correct answer is option C, to persuade. The description emphasizes a particular action such as explaining, arguing, warning, directing, or narrating. Purpose is revealed by what the text is designed to accomplish for its reader. Focus on the writer's intended effect rather than only the subject matter. As Paul reviews the assignment at the simulation lab, this check provides a reliable final confirmation. Question 15. While editing the assignment at the simulation lab, Rena reviews this item. Based on context, which meaning best fits concise, and the instructor requested a concise response, so Rena removed repeated details. Option A, to examine parts and relationships. Option B, brief but complete. Option C, logically or factually sound. Option D, make less severe. The correct answer is option B, brief but complete. Context clues may appear as definitions, examples, contrasts, causes, or consequences. The surrounding details narrow the possible sense of the target word. Test each proposed meaning in the entire sentence rather than considering the word alone. Applying the rule to the complete assignment helps Rena avoid relying on how an option merely sounds at the simulation lab. Question 16. While editing the report at the simulation lab, Amina reviews this item. In the diligent student reviewed the notes carefully. How is diligent functioning? Option A, noun. Option B, pronoun. Option C, adjective. Option D, a verb. The correct answer is option C, adjective. A word's category depends on the job it performs in a specific sentence. The surrounding structure shows whether the target names, replaces, describes, connects, locates, or expresses an action. Analyze function in context rather than relying only on the word's usual appearance. During Amina's review of the report, applying this check at the simulation lab will help eliminate tempting distractors. Question 17. While editing the report at the simulation lab, Jordan reviews this item. Which spelling represents device used to stop? Option A, break. Option B, break. Option C, brakes. Option D, brakes. The correct answer is option B, break. Homophones sound alike but carry different meanings and spellings. The definition in the question identifies which of the two sound-alike words is needed. Choose by meaning rather than by pronunciation. For the report from the simulation lab, Jordan should verify this feature and then compare the remaining choices. Question 18. While editing the report at the simulation lab, Luis reviews this item. Which sentence uses the most precise verb? Option A. The researcher did the report carefully. Option B. The researcher handled the report somehow. Option C. The researcher analyzed the report carefully. Option D. The researcher messed with the report carefully. The correct answer is option C. The researcher analyzed the report carefully. Precise verbs identify the exact action instead of relying on vague or informal wording. The context concerns a specific academic task that can be named directly. Choose a verb that communicates the action without requiring extra explanation. Using this method on the report allows Luis to make a rule-based decision at the simulation lab.
Stressed about your HESI A2? We can take HESI A2 for you remotely and undetected. We always guarantee A pass and payments only after results. To send us an email, scan the code or tap the link in the description and let's get it done.
Question 19. During a study session at the simulation lab, Priya reviews the report and encounters this language question. Which word has the most neutral connotation for someone who speaks often? Option A, chatterbox. Option B, talkative. Option C, long-winded. Option D, noisy. The correct answer is option B, talkative. The choices describe a similar basic idea but create different impressions. Connotation includes the emotional associations a word carries beyond its literal definition. Match the requested tone positive, neutral, or negative to the word's usual associations. As Priya reviews the report at the simulation lab, this check provides a reliable final confirmation. Question 20. During a study session at the simulation lab, Daniel reviews the report and encounters this language question. In Amina quietly organized the complex schedule, how is quietly functioning? Option A, noun. Option B, pronoun. Option C, a verb. Option D, adverb. The correct answer is option D, adverb. The surrounding structure shows whether the target names, replaces, describes, connects, locates, or expresses an action. A word's category depends on the job it performs in a specific sentence. Analyze function in context rather than relying only on the word's usual appearance. Applying the rule to the complete report helps Daniel avoid relying on how an option merely sounds at the simulation lab. Question 21. While editing the report at the simulation lab, May reviews this item. Which sentence uses semicolons correctly? Option A, Amina reviewed the assignment, Sophia checked the brochure. Option B, Amina reviewed the assignment, Sophia checked the brochure. Option C, Amina reviewed the assignment, Sophia checked the brochure. Option D, Amina reviewed the assignment, and Sophia checked the brochure. The correct answer is option B. Amina reviewed the assignment, Sophia checked the brochure. Punctuation marks signal grammatical boundaries and relationships. Two related independent clauses are joined without a coordinating conjunction. Identify the structure first, then choose the mark that performs that exact function. During May's review of the report, applying this check at the simulation lab will help eliminate tempting distractors. Question 22. While editing the report at the simulation lab, Noah reviews this item. Which sentence best introduces a paragraph about daily grammar practice? Option A. The cafeteria added a new soup to its menu. Option B, a timed practice helps students manage the pace of the English section. Option C, writers should revise ideas and organization before correcting surface errors. Option D, short daily sessions improve accuracy more effectively than occasional cramming. The correct answer is option D. Short daily sessions improve accuracy more effectively than occasional cramming. Paragraph structure depends on unity, logical order, and clear relationships among sentences. The sentence must state the controlling idea broadly enough to guide the paragraph. Track the controlling idea and the reference made by each sentence. For the report from the simulation lab, Noah should verify this feature and then compare the remaining choices. Question 23. While editing the report at the simulation lab, Sophia reviews this item. Which meaning is associated with bio in biology? Option A, water. Option B, color. Option C, life. Option D, movement. The correct answer is option C, life. A root carries the central meaning shared by a family of related words. The example preserves that core idea even though other word parts modify it. Use familiar related words to test the root meaning. Using this method on the report allows Sophia to make a rule-based decision at the simulation lab. Question 24. During a study session at the simulation lab, Caleb reviews the report and encounters this language question. How should because Priya updated the checklist be classified? Option A, dependent clause. Option B, independent clause. Option C, prepositional phrase. Option D, infinitive phrase. The correct answer is option A, dependent clause. This word group must also be checked to see whether it expresses a complete thought or depends on another clause. Clauses contain a subject-verb relationship, while phrases do not express that complete relationship. Identify the subject and verb first, then test whether the group can stand alone. As Caleb reviews the report at the simulation lab, this check provides a reliable final confirmation. Question 25. During a study session at the simulation lab, Nia reviews the report and encounters this language question. Which sentence uses quotations correctly? Option A, Nia asked when will the results arrive. Option B, Nia asked, when will the results arrive. Option C, Nia asked, when will the results arrive. Option D, Nia asked, when will the results arrive? The correct answer is option C. Nia asked, when will the results arrive? The entire quotation is a direct question introduced by a dialogue tag. Punctuation marks signal grammatical boundaries and relationships. Identify the structure first, then choose the mark that performs that exact function. Applying the rule to the complete report helps Nia avoid relying on how an option merely sounds at the simulation lab.